Alrighty, we are back. This is probably the start of a new video, unless I get saucy and decide to upload like a 2 hour long video. But if this is a new video, we're knee deep into Ultra Despair Hagakure. We're like, I guess, at the midpoint of chapter 3 of what seemed to be 5 chapters. So let's jump back in. I've rested the voice a little bit. After I finished recording that first like hour section, like my throat felt like I had a lump in it. It's a lot of reading, dude. The first New Year's Day since Big Brother Leon went off to Hope's Peak Academy. I was puffing out my cheeks like a chipmunk, sulking hard. Buried under my heated table from the shoulders down, I bitched to myself. Whack. It's been half a year since I made my bet with Leon, and I still don't think I'll ever throw 100. I can't even get it in the strike zone. I hear people calling me Needle's Eye behind my back. Just watching me try and pitch frustrates them. No matter what, it won't go in. Hence, Needle's Eye. What if the joke is that he actually did mean to say kilometers the whole time? I don't know. Maybe it's not such a bad nickname. It sounds kind of elegant. Who am I kidding? Jeez! Ever since the bet began, I haven't seen Leon once. His house is nearby, but it's still about 15 minutes away. I need a good reason to go see him. I was so stubborn. Even if I saw Leon at school, I would avert my eyes. While I spent my days frustrated and stubborn, Leon went away to school, living in a dorm. That ship has sailed. No matter how much I wanted to go see him, the distance was just too great. Maybe I should have sent an email or called a cell phone, but that would be too... Even if he did trick me, I accepted the bet, and my refusal to end the bet interfered with my love. I want to see him. It hurts. It hurts. I want to see him, and I want to see him. As I writhe around under the table, I hear my mom calling me from the kitchen. So apparently Leon is going to come over. Huh? He's back home for New Year's. He wants to come over so he can get his New Year's gift. Yeah, that sounds like Leon again. For real? I told you not to speak to your mother like that. Oh, sorry. I mean, like, are you serious? I am so for real. For real, for real? I jump out like I'm in fast forward, went up to my room and put on my makeup at light speed. I can't let him see me in my jammies, but I don't want to look too desperate. I'll put on jeans. Woohoo! Big Brother Leon! Big Brother! I can see Big Brother. World is mine! The world is yours? Leon is my world and the world is all mine. Like, no, wait, hold on a sec. Calm down, girl. The bet I made with Big Brother Leon isn't finished yet. And I forbid you to even talk to me until you can do it. Even though it's been half a year, I can't even speak to Leon because of this bet? Does Leon still feel the same way? Is he seriously coming over to just get his New Year's money? Seriously, Leon, you're a high schooler now, for Christ's sake. It's almost like you're a loser and I shouldn't care about you in the slightest. More importantly, we're finally under the same roof after all this time, but we can't exchange a single word? That's more painful than not talking to him because he's so far away. Whack. Drop my shoulders in disappointment. The doorbell rings. It's Big Brother Leon! I catapult myself down the stairs. I mean, you shouldn't catapult yourself down the stairs. You're gonna get hurt, lady. I peek towards the doorway from the shadows of the stair rail. There he is. OMG! He became a total hottie. He was a drop-dead gorgeous with a shaved head, but now he's got the sexy punk look. Hubba hubba. I couldn't help it. After seeing something beautiful like that, I said it involuntarily. Oh, hey you. Long time no see. He broke the bet. He talked first. He loses. Huh? Why is he talking to me like this? Nothing happened. Man, you're lame. How long is it going to take you to throw out 100, huh? What? Does Leon seriously think I can throw a ball that fast? Like, he just assumed that whatever he could do, others should be able to do too? So, Big Brother didn't trick me? Next you're going to tell me he thinks everyone is capable of murder. Because he's a murderer. He actually thought he was making a fair bet? Love you. Huh? I love you, Leon. I'm in love with you even more than before. Can I at least come inside? It's freezing out here. One more minute and I'm a popsicle. Oh, yeah. I mean, you know, Sayaka did kind of deserve it, but still, he's a murderer. In the future, I guess. He's committed a thought crime. I'm the one freezing here. I love him so much I'm choking up. My excitement building, Leon and I go to the living room and watch a comedy show together. Just chatting, you know, saying stuff like, this guy's not really that funny. Wow, don't blow up my spot like that. Or like, haha, now that's funny. Yeah, see, more of that. Or like, shit, it's been a while since I've seen him on TV. Or just like, ha ha ha, like, I can't believe Leon and I are actually spending time together like this. I'm so happy. When the show went to commercial, Leon asked me something. So, what are you, just not practicing or something? I totally am. Here, look at this. Lift up my hand to show Leon my palm. You can't be serious. Leon is surprised to see all the calluses I built up on the palm of my hand. One on each joint of the fingers. It might sound weird coming from me, but it does look pretty painful. There's no way I can be a bribe with hands like this. I was mostly joking, but Leon remained silent. From his expression, he looks sorry. Hey, I was just playing. You were really serious about practicing? Yeah, like I told you, I seriously want to win. You practice this hard, but you still can't throw 100 miles? 100 is nothing. Just like I thought, baseball comes natural to Leon. He doesn't know how hard it really is. That's why he made such an unreasonable bet. I heard recently that the world record for a female pitcher is 87 miles per hour. For real? Seriously. If you can throw like that, you'll be the fastest in the world. Leon smiles wide. Just like I thought, Leon's smile is so adorable. Is it though? Wait, what did you just say? Throw like that? I told you 100 miles per hour is impossible for me. Huh? Why can't you throw it? I can. Because you're a genius superstar. Make the bet easier for me at least. Leon seriously didn't know that 100 miles per hour is really, really fast. If that's the case, he should totally just make the bet a bit easier. Hey, wait. You go through that... Wait, if you thought anybody could throw that pitch, then that would make the bet really easy. Bet or no bet, I want you to see me as a woman. Okay, I think there's a misunderstanding here. It's not like I think just anybody can throw 100. You have the same blood as me and you. I figured that you might be able to do it. But earlier you sounded disappointed. You said throwing 100 was like nothing. I feel like you can do it, Kanan. Well, I mean, it looks like things aren't turning out too well. But you want me to throw it or not? Well, neither, I guess. Whatever happens, happens. Whack. Didn't I tell you that word was too old school for you? Does Big Brother Leon actually like me? I'm already embarrassed of how I acted a few minutes ago, getting all excited like that. But you're right, says Leon. I won't lower the difficulty of the bet, but I'll give you some help. I'll train you. Damn, I am just too nice for my own good sometimes. No wonder you like me. Yeah. So after all this, what does Leon really want? Saying stuff like whatever happens, happens? What the hell is that all about? If that's the case, will he not mind if it turns out that I really can't throw a 100-mile-per-hour pitch? Yeah, if that's the case, will I really be happy if I can actually throw that pitch? What? It's our boy Hagakure. He's back. Back again. On our way to the subway station, as we walked around the garishly colorful boardwalk, Kenan speaks. Don't you feel like you're gonna sneeze if you look directly into the bright light? What? Where'd that come from? Just answer, do you? It's not like something to be ashamed of or anything. Yeah, I guess I do. It's some psychological thing, so I'm not really embarrassing at all. It's not really embarrassing at all. So it's also not embarrassing to have to go to the bathroom when you walk along the shore, right? No, that's not embarrassing either. I agree with her, but I'm not sure why. Kenan stands silently. Oh, don't tell me you're trying to think of a way to get your money back from me. Huh? Oh, no. Then what are you being so quiet for? Until you can give me an answer, I'm going to assume you're scheming. As I give her a scolding, Kenan just blushed. I have to go to the bathroom, okay? I'm holding it here. Do we need this? Is this a section that needed to be written? Oh. So that sneezing question was for her to segue into asking for a potty break, huh? Embarrassed about being asking to go to the bathroom. I gotta say, that's kinda cute in a way. So, to help the poor girl out, we head into an abandoned house nearby. A Monokuma's hiding inside, but Kenan handled it easily with her hacking gun. Kenan lets out a short gasp. What happened? Did you wet yourself? No, idiot, I just ran out of bullets again. First, she doesn't mention that she has to go until right now, and now this. She doesn't plan ahead. Well, there are no more Monokumas in here, so it's safe. You can go finish your business. Alright, here, hold this. Kenan hands me the purse that was hanging on her shoulder. I take it from her and she disappears into the bathroom. An idea pops in my head. No. Hey, I know. I should take a peek into her purse. Since she's the daughter of the director of Tat Television, maybe, gonna be hiding some kind of treasure in here. If I borrow it and take it to a pawn shop, then I won't even have to rely on the reward money. What pawn shop? Yeah, just borrowing. Just gotta borrow it for a little bit. I whistled innocently and slowly unzipped the purse. Pocketbook, wallet, and a cell phone is inside. And that's it. Huh, I didn't expect that. For a high school girl's purse, it's pretty clean and organized. Oh well, I'll take a quick look inside her wallet. Damn, I thought she'd be loaded, but there's barely anything in here. Only a little bit of change and some cards. She probably gave up all her cash to me when I told her fortune. Would someone really use up all their money to hear their fortune from a man they just met? Yeah, there's some dumb people out there. I guess just because she's a rich girl, she doesn't know the value of money. She doesn't think ahead. He's a dangerous one to marry, this girl. I put away the wallet, but as I do, the pocketbook opens. Huh? I can't help but let out a sound. What the heck is this? As I turn the pages, goosebumps form on my skin. Oh no. Okay, just her being a weirdo. Got it. We already knew that. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Is still going, dude. Now, if only Yasuhiro was the ultimate therapist, because that's what this lady needs. I turned the pages trying to navigate this bizarre love maze. Wall, turn, wall, turn, wall, 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 turn, 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 wall, 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 turn, 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 turn. The Big Brother Leon hell goes on for pages upon pages. What the fuck? Okay, this is scary crazy. I gotta get out of this hell. I skip a big chunk of pages. It looks like by the time she got to these pages, she was running out of ink in her pen. I do a double take at the page. Huh? I make a noise involuntarily once again. What she had written there? They're called Future Foundation, but it's not my future. I'm gonna crush that group of hypocrites one by one. Oh no. This is beyond unsettling. I open my eyes wide to take it all in, and I start to remember things Kanon had said to me. When she was talking in her sleep, Big Brother Leon? Kanon's reaction to my fortune telling? I know your fortune is wrong because my destined lover is already dead. The puzzle pieces start to come together. Kanon must be Leon's captive. She loves him in a twisted way and blames us for his death. That's why she hates Future Foundation so much. Well, I mean, if you didn't want to die, maybe you shouldn't have stabbed someone. But how does she know anything about what went on at Hope's Peak if she was imprisoned all this time? Well, wait. She had plenty of opportunities to learn what happened since she was broken out. But regardless, this kind of resentment is totally unjustified. I understand that Leon's death is horrible, was it though? But she shouldn't hold a grudge against it. I mean, it was. I'm joking. And based on what I saw in Big Brother Leon's hell, this chick is downright crazy. It's way too dangerous to stick around with her. I mean, you're right, but the alternative is getting murdered by robots, so... It's way too... yeah, you already said that. I quickly put the pocketbook back inside her purse. Sorry about that, thanks for waiting. Kanon wipes her hands on her handkerchief. It doesn't look like she caught me snooping. Looks like I'm in the clear for now, but I just can't believe the girl in front of me owns that pocketbook. Something wrong? Those notes were definitely written by Kanon. She's some sort of anachronistic, love-addicted weirdo. She holds a deep, deep grudge against the survivors of the Hope's Peak killing game. Why are you making that face? Hey, you pervy, got me all excited. Imagine me doing my business, didn't you? Yeah, that's it. I totally, by the way, just to let you know, I've never been to Hope's Peak. Also never participated in any killing game. Don't know anyone named Leon Kuwata. Just no reason, just had to let you know that. I was kidding, ooh. Unable to confront her about the pocketbook, I go along with her as we make our way out of the subway. But I can't keep tagging along with her like this. What is this woman thinking? If she hates Future Foundation so much, why is she helping me escape? Maybe this is just a temporary alliance because she thinks it's too dangerous to go it alone? No way, it sucks to admit it, but I'm basically no help to her at all. She couldn't do it by herself. I'm just a burden to her. What possible reason could she have to travel with me? Is she planning on taking me hostage as soon as we make it out of this town? Maybe trying to use me as leverage to hurt Future Foundation somehow? Doesn't seem impossible. Or maybe she's trying to lure me into some dastardly trap at the subway we're going to? Or, I mean, it could be that, you know, it's a lot easier to hate something when it's kind of an ambiguous concept as opposed to when you actually meet a member. I could picture that happening too. As a precautionary measure, I try reading my own fortune, heading over to the subway. I can see fragments of two possibilities. A collapsing tunnel, Kanon crying her eyes out. Why is she crying? Well, regardless, the bit about the tunnel collapsing seems bad enough. Even excluding the fact that this girl is crazy, the subway is dangerous enough as it is. But no way I can leave her side. I mean, all of her, like, the scenes from her perspective are in the subway? Like, the background is the subway? So maybe there's something to do with that? Not with 8 friggin' million debt over my head. Without Kanon's family fortune, I don't see a way of ever paying that off. But if Kanon, I mean, who's gonna collect it? The world ended, dude. But if Kanon really has a grudge against Future Foundation, would her dad reward me for saving her? Papa, no, don't you dare give any money to someone from Future Foundation. Sorry, but you heard her. I will never give you a cent of my money. Yeah, that's how it would go down. So what do? I rack my brain trying to think of something. Hey, wait, wasn't there cash inside, but her wallet still had credit cards? Oh, there wasn't cash inside. If I can jack one of their cards and figure out the password somehow, I can withdraw the password. Alright. Like, PIN number? I gotta wait for the perfect time for her to lower her guard. What's alright? Nothing to do with you. Okay. Well, anyway, look over there. It's the entrance to the subway. Kanon smiles and points to an alley. I can see stairs leading down into the entrance of an underground subway station. Nah, let's not go there. I'm still not confident about our plan. And not just that, I saw something. Saw what? I saw the future with my fortune telling. If we go to the subway station, you'll cry. And the tunnel will collapse. Huh? Why would I cry? That's not the point. If the tunnel collapses while we're in there, we're dead. Kanon questions me with her eyes silently. As if to say, you were fine with everything up until now. What changed? I can practically hear her say it. But I don't let her say anything. Anyway, let's just not go there, okay? It's better if we don't. My instincts are telling me. Fortune telling or instincts? Fortune telling instinct! That doesn't really answer my question. Doesn't even matter. Kanon glares at me. Her eyes are so scary. I've seen that look before, but now that I've seen what's in that pocketbook of hers, my face goes pale and Kanon sighs. I don't know why you suddenly changed your mind, but your fortune telling is rarely correct, right? So basically there's a 70% chance the tunnel won't collapse? Well, that's not totally true. It doesn't necessarily mean that the opposite will happen. Well, if you're gonna shoot down my idea, do you have a better one in mind? Nope. Don't really have an answer for that. I can't think of any particular convincing reason not to go to the subway station. Even though it was going to be dangerous, we headed down the stairs to the underground. We move onto the ticket gate, the air still heavy with mistrust. As if trying to stir up conversation, Kanon suddenly blurts something out. Why did your fortune-telling ability come around? I have no reason to tell you that. Okay, what's with this attitude? Did I offend you or something? Because if so, I apologize. Jeez. I'm not acting any different than normal. Bullshit, something's wrong with you and you aren't telling me. If you really think that, there's something wrong with your head. Come on, be serious. You're totally being mean out of nowhere. Maybe you should think about why I might suddenly have this attitude towards you. Gave her a pretty blunt answer, speaking without really thinking. Kanon's mouth opened slightly. Oh no. Oh crap. Did she figure out what I saw in her pocketbook? Then Kanon spoke. Were you awake? Awake? When? On that first night when I woke up to go to the bathroom. I don't know why I did it, but I put a toothpick in your hair and I just couldn't get it out. You did what? I knew it. This chick is out of her mind. Anyway, I have nothing to say to you. I shake my head rudely and wouldn't, you know, I shake my head rudely and wouldn't you know, out comes a toothpick. Oh, my tongue is getting so tied. It falls to my feet. Kanon breaks out laughing. Hey, that's not funny! I yell at her angrily. The mood changes instantly. Kanon sulks and pouts from being yelled at so harshly. Okay, geez, I get it. You don't want to talk to me. Fine, whatever. With the bad vibes hanging over us, we make our way to the ticket gates. We pass through them, then head down the stairs to the platform. An empty electric train is stopped right in front of us. There's no damage to the outside of the train, but inside it's drenched in blood. Huh, wonder what these people felt in their final moments before getting killed. I close my eyes tight and shake my head before the violent image gets into my brain. Oh no, ghosts! I open my eyes and look down into the depths of the tunnel. No sign of collapsing, at least. The subway line must really be connected to the outside world. If we can head down there safely, we should be able to get inside the city. Or get outside the city. We don't want to get inside the city. But that's if it really is safe. It's a possibility Kanon will kill me before I even make it outside. Oblivious to my worries, Kanon nods towards the head train car. Want to drive it all the way out of here? I can't drive a train, lady. And getting that bloody coffin of a train, I'd rather die. Yeah, me too. I can tell Kanon has something else to say. She's trying to muster up the courage to fix the relationship between us, but I don't encourage her even 1 millimeter. But Kanon isn't put off by the silence. Anyway, like when you first met me, you said whack was lame, and it made me pretty happy. Where is this coming from? The topic catches me off guard. Well, you look pissed, so I thought I'd lighten the mood. Anyway, I meant it. I was happy. Kanon chuckles to conceal her embarrassment. We jump off the platform, I walk alongside her. For some reason, I'm trying not to step on the floor, I hop on the railroad ties. Immediately, I feel pathetic. Not manly at all. The reason I'm even alive right now is Kanon. The pocketbook was scary, but the same Kanon who wrote that stuff is the one who saved me. But I was acting so childishly, being all mean to her like that, it's not cool at all. It's okay to doubt things, but sometimes you just have to be absolutely sure. That's what I learned from the incident at Hope Peak Academy. Is that what you learned? I feel like you learned that Makoto's a genius and you should always listen to him. Being suspicious of my predictions is wrong of me. With a new surge of courage, I ask her directly, what do you think of Future Foundation? And just when I finished asking my questions, I was shot and killed instantly. Or maybe it was just an instant before? Canine kicks me hard on the ribs. I crash onto the tracks. She jumps on top of me and tightens her hands around my neck. I'm guessing she does not think good things. Let's water up. Alrighty. As I sit alone in my living room, I hear the sound of the front door opening. I figured it was just Mom coming home, but when I looked, I saw a stranger standing before me. The moment I realized something was wrong, I was restrained and lost consciousness. When I woke up, I found myself inside a neat, well-decorated room. This was my prison for a year and a half. I got bored. Bored. The memory of Big Brother Leon was the only thing keeping me sane. I kept thinking about him, and even though my prison life was hell, it was nothing compared to what came next. Shortly after I was in prison, Big Brother Leon was killed by Future Foundation. Oh, so they maybe just lied to her. I learned that right after I was freed. It happened while I was being forced into the children's game. I was hiding in a public bathroom and I saw a folder placed on top of the toilet tank. Curious, I opened it. I wish I hadn't. The Killing Game at Hope's Peak Academy. An ultra-exciting game took place among 16 students from Hope's Peak Academy Class 78. The rules were simple. You must live the rest of your life inside the school. If you want to leave, kill your classmate. In this totally awesome game, the following 10 students tragically lost their lives. Leon's name was on the list. It had to be a lie. It had to be a mistake. I refused to believe it. There were photos inside the file. Tied up, slumped over, the body of Big Brother Leon. I mean, that'd be pretty traumatic. Just learning that out of the blue. No, it had to be a lie. It had to be a mistake. I refused to believe it. Again and again, I refused. But the truth was staring me in the face. I didn't see any way around it. No matter how I looked at it, that was Leon. That was Leon. That was Leon Kawada's body. Stunned, I looked through the other pages in the folder. And once again, I learned something horrible. The survivors. By using the other participants as unwilling sacrifices, the following 6 students survived. Okay, so she's just being manipulated. The names and details of the 6 students were listed. These proud students have graduated from the academy and joined Future Foundation. With glory and fame in hand, the survivors are showing the world their sense of justice. Why am I still alive? That was my first thought. My entire world was Leon. Why am I still breathing? Why is my heart still beating? Why am I standing? Why am I not dead? Why am I not able to kill myself? No. It's obvious. I didn't die. It was Leon who died. Now I live inside a world that's over. Finished. That's the only thing. I have fallen into despair. That's it. That's all. But what is this? Why aren't the tears coming? I don't feel anything at all. Have my emotions frozen in shock? Or am I just the kind of woman who refuses to cry when the world ends? Emotions are how you feel about the world, so if the world has ended, maybe emotions end too? Anyway, I should go to where Leon is. There's no point in living in a world where Leon is gone. I placed my hand on the door, intending to walk right into the claws of a Monokuma. But in that moment, I realized something. Not yet. Not today. Because there are people out there who deserve to die. There are people out there acting like they believe in justice, even though they killed Leon. They're still alive with their hollow words that sound nice, hiding how shallow they all are. I'll die after I kill them all. I swore to my life as if I were cutting the words right into my skin. But I couldn't kill Yasuhiro. I had my reasons. At first I thought he was just some random civilian. Some weirdo with ridiculous hair was about to be killed off by one of those monsters. That's why I saved him. It was after I saved his life that I found out he was a part of that twisted game. Human trash #1. Yeah, it's not us. Or not Makoto's not #1. And we're not really Makoto anymore, but we still, empathize with him as the original main character. I wanted to kill him on the spot when he told me. Wow, whack, that old 90s slang is pretty lame. It was just so similar to what Leon told me, I fell to my knees and started bawling on the spot. I saw Leon in Yasuhiro. I hesitated to kill him longer and longer. I know he's aiming for Papa's money, I know he's Future Foundation, I know he's also totally lame. But he wasn't anything like what I thought a member of Future Foundation would be. When I talk to him, I want to kill him less and less. Maybe I should just let him be. My feelings even went that far, but he just casually says to me, "What do you think of Future Foundation?" I understood immediately. It was probably while I was in the bathroom. He looked inside my purse. He saw everything I wrote. On impulse, my body moved. I kicked him in the ribs and tackled him to the tracks. I wrapped my hands around his throat. I pushed my thumbs against his Adam's apple hard. And that's what happened. I'm going to kill Yasuhiro Hagakure. I'm going to kill the man I used to see Leon in. I hear a sound that I've never heard come from Yasuo's throat. It calms me somehow. I can feel my eyeballs rolling up. It's like I'm watching this happen from an outside perspective. I'm not me. I can tell his Adam's apple is sinking into his throat. I want to kill him so bad. This is for Leon, right? No, I want to kill him because he saw my pocketbook. Once we're out of here, he will tell Future Foundation everything he saw written in there. And if that happens, my revenge, my purpose in life will be thrown away. I have to kill him. I have to keep him from talking. His pupils are dilating. He's close to death. I'm going to become a killer. My vision is blurring over. I can only see a thin line. Sharp pain rushes through my body. I mean, you know, I'm not a huge fan of Yasuhiro, but, like, don't kill him, dude. Especially not over, like, a lie. I see Kanon's face above me, frowning, gritting her teeth, tears forming in her eyes. Hey, what kind of face is that? You're too pretty to be crying like that. Why are you... Oh, that's right. I'm being choked by Kanon. I acknowledge it. I accept it. Crap. My vision gets all hazy. My consciousness is slipping. I'm going to die. I have to push her off me somehow. But I can't even move a single finger. What? What are you saying? I'm fading away. This is actually really interesting. I'm a big fan of this as we talk over the black screen here. That's for some reason taking a very long time, and I'm a little worried. Oh, I have to click. I was like, I thought that was like a loading screen. Also, what? The moment after I hear it, my brain crackles and bursts from the sudden rush of oxygen. From my hair to my toes, I feel the blood flowing through my body again. What was once covered in a white fog begins to clear up, and I can see clearly. Huh? Just a few feet away from me, a body, I can see a metallic red robot. I blink my eyes, thinking I'm just seeing things, so the picture doesn't change. The pink-haired grade school girl from earlier sits on the robot's shoulder. I can understand what happened now. That robot knocked Kanon off of me. That's why she stopped choking me. I cough and sit up. Kanon is in the middle of a wild battle with the robot. You need to be punished for doing such a shameful thing to me. The huge axe swings down towards Kanon's head as she stands on top of the rail. Just a moment before it lands, Kanon jumps back and to the right. The axe slams down onto the gravel on the ground. The robot hovers for a few seconds above the spot. The robot's engines make a loud whooshing sound. Kanon quickly rolls onto the floor to dodge the robot's charge. Kanon pushes herself up and then kicks off the ground, jumping at the robot. She passes right between its two huge legs and just barely avoiding being squashed. The robot turns around. The huge axe comes down fast once more. Just as it was about to land, Kanon dives out of the way. This grade school girl is in total control of this battle. The only thing Kanon can do is stay on her toes to try and avoid being killed. She isn't using her hacking gun, she must be out of ammo. In that case, maybe she can try a hand-to-hand fight like she did before? Nah, that won't work this time. Her opponent is still sitting on top of the enormous robot's shoulder. Even Kanon couldn't jump that high. The distance is too large for her to cover. And not only that, but I think Kanon's right leg is injured too. She's not as fast as she usually is. While she's evading attacks, she's obviously favoring one leg. It's only a matter of time. If this keeps up, Kanon is going to die. That axe is going to split her head right open. She'll be nothing more than a bloody corpse. Picturing it sends shivers up my spine. I'm glad I'm not in her shoes. I think it's such a horrible thing. I'm so ashamed. I hear a voice inside myself. What, are you just going to be a bystander now? If you don't save her, who the hell will? Well, to be fair, this chick tried to kill me. Even if I can save her somehow, how do I know she won't try to kill me later? Come on, you have to help. Yeah, I know. I can't think about what might happen. After graduating from Hosting Academy and working for Future Foundation, how much I changed, how much I grew, I have to try. In this situation, I have to. This is a story like that. I am Yasuhiro Hagakure, Future Foundation Branch 14. I should run to her, but My legs are shaking. My stomach is cramping. Every cell in my body is trying to resist the urge to go help her. For some reason, I tell my own fortune again. I see myself falling into despair. I have a horrible sinking feeling standing over Kanon's body. Back in the present, my teeth are chattering together and I have my back against the wall. Kanon Nakajima. Aw, crap. The huge metallic leg swung down at me. I jump backwards, trying to soften the impact, but my injured leg keeps me from dodging completely. The kick hits me square in my stomach, twice as hard as I expected. A horribly gross sound I can't bear to hear spills out of my mouth, but before I can really be embarrassed about it, I'm flying backwards through the air. I land sharply on the gravel and roll. It feels like my skin's peeling off. Ah! Kotoko's extra cute voice is heard over my sounds of agony. Ho ho ho! This is what you get when you defy me, demon! I close and open my eyes slowly. Kotoko has stepped off a robot and is laughing at me a few feet away. I might have used this opportunity to leap out and grab the brat by the neck, but my body is broken. I can barely move. Kotoko obviously knows that and is taunting me. My leg is a horrible sight to see. Even if I force myself, I don't think I could take another step. No, I don't think. I know. I know. This pain is real. My leg is useless now. Even if I somehow get out of the situation, I don't think I can ever walk again. Looking at my leg makes me feel despair for my future. Like a tree stripped of bark, my muscles are showing through my skin. I look up from my leg and notice Kotoko moving towards me. She's holding some kind of extending claw toy in her hand. I wonder if it's some kind of new weapon. It's the denture gun! Is she gonna deliver the final blow with that thing? She steps right up to me. I noticed that I was getting tied up by my socks. Her voice. What is it? Is it curiosity? Maybe I don't like your whole strong-willed thing, but your face is quite adorbs. What? I told you, didn't I? I'm an enthusiast for all things adorbs. I just love them so much. And in addition to being an adorbs enthusiast, I'm also a super perverted bad girl. No, you're not. You're like a weird, like, we can't go into it. There's not enough time. Kotoko's a weird archetype written by a, like, 30-year-old dude. And it's weird to have a fictional character be so fucking... I hate it. What the hell are you trying to say? Like, she's not a real person. She's, like, created by some dude to make her, like, a perverted 8-year-old, and I hate it. You're so adorbs, I want to motivate you. What is this kid saying? Just as that thought crosses my head, I hear a cutesy voice cry out. It almost gives me goosebumps. Wait a minute. That was my voice. Kotoko's molested my body with her grabby hands toy. The pink-haired girls talk to me. This is the portable motivation machine. It's not as powerful as the original version, though. Once again, it stretches towards my body. Wait, stop! Never. I will train you to like this so much that you can't live without it. That's not how the human body works, okay? Nothing else will matter. When you're eating, when you're bathing, you'll be thinking about it. And then you'll mega evolve into a super promiscuous lady. Once again, not how any of this works. That toy, or rather, the portable tentacle motivation machine, is toying with my body. Come on, you like it here, don't you? Like, whoever wrote this watched too much porn. A strange feeling rushes up my body. Remember, no will eventually become yes. No, it won't. No, it won't. My mind is slowly going blank. How about this? I can do this better than any boy, can't I? Oh, hell no, this does not feel good. My thigh is drenched in blood. My veins and arteries have probably been ripped open. Blood is, don't like this. Blood is pouring out with every heartbeat. Thump, thump. Thump, thump. Thump, thump. Thump, thump, thump. The more blood that comes out, the lower my body temperature feels. My head has gone totally blank. The more I'm fondled, the more I feel my blood flow speed up, which means I'm that much closer to death. Whack. A shameful death like this, so uncool. Dying while being molested by a grade school girl and kind of feeling good? Oh well. I was planning on ending my own life sooner or later anyway. That's how I can see Big Brother Leon again. Nothing to be sad about. No. It's true that I want to see him again, but this ending is just wrong. I don't want it to end like this. If I die, I'm going out on my own terms. I don't want to die making excuses like this. I don't want a sad ending like Leon's. But my own opinion doesn't really matter right now, does it? After all, I'm already out of options. Ho yo yo yo! With that weird sound, the molestation stops. Kotoko turns around. The ground is shaking. There's a low, deep sound rumbling in the tunnel. Damn it! Kotoko reaches for a robot controller. Wondering what in the world is going on, I sit up. On top of the track, something is coming at us. It's a train, dude! A train is coming. Huh? In 10 seconds, the train is going to run over me and Kotoko. The electric train keeps coming. Wait, this isn't right either. I don't want to die from some tentacle machine, but I don't want to get run over by a damn train either. My shoulders perk up in indignation. The robot parked on the side of the track suddenly jumps out. Like a sumo wrestler, the robot grapples with the oncoming train. A suplex of like Sabin from Final Fantasy 6. I don't know why I said 10. My brain, it's mush. Metal scrapes on metal. Loud crashing sounds rings out. Crimson sparks fly out underneath the robot's feet. Unable to withstand the force of the train, the robot is sliding backwards towards us. The sound of the crashing metal gets closer. Kotoko jumps to the right. She flattens herself up against the wall. I, of course, am still lying here on the tracks. If I can't move, my skull is going to get crushed by either the robot or that train. The giant red metal robot is just a few feet away from me now. I'm finished. Whack. I close my eyes, waiting for death. Suddenly, I feel like I'm floating. I've got you, girl! As soon as I hear that voice, I understand. Yasuhiro is picking me up. Picking me up in his arms, Yasuhiro runs as fast as he can down the tracks. What's with this development? In a panicked confusion, I look up at Yasuhiro for an answer. His face was pale and his teeth were clenched. When I see that, I realize he was the one who started up the train. Why? I tried to kill you. I mumble softly, almost too quietly to even hear. Yasuhiro answers firmly, as if taking an oath. I'm a member of Future Foundation. I can't be a helpless student forever. I feel myself tearing up. My heart is heavy with guilt. Stop. If you say cool lines like that, you're gonna make me look like the idiot. Like he was right and I was wrong. Trying to get revenge for Leon. Trying to win Leon's love. I try hard to suppress my shame, and just as I'm on the verge of an emotional breakthrough. Plus I have a huge friggin' debt to worry about. Huh? But for now, we gotta run. An explosive crash echoes out from behind us. Yasuhiro stops and turns around. The train is now on its side, thrown off the tracks by the robot. Well, back to reality. Bad timing. Did I seriously just think we were going to escape the situation? Yo, wasn't one of the trains, derailed when we come through the subway the second time? Is that maybe supposed to be the same train? Kotoko and her robots haven't taken any damage whatsoever. The only thing Yasuhiro did was buy us time. Our overwhelming lack of firepower hasn't changed. How dare you, demon! The robot gently picks up Kotoko and places it on his shoulder. And then it runs right for us. The superpowered acceleration from 0 to 60, jetting steam from the waist, the robot soars straight at us. In a few seconds, we're goners. I don't need fortune telling to see that happening. We're going to be split in two with an axe that sliced watermelon. After all, we're out of options. Kenon's leg is injured, so we can't run and we can't fight, and the hacking gun is out of ammo. What am I doing? This is what I get for trying to be a hero instead of the comic relief guy. I didn't solve anything. I just added myself to the list of casualties. I really should stop saying stuff that's just not like me. Screw all that personal growth stuff. Game over. My shoulders go limp. I'm about to drop Kenon right there. My legs weaken and I fall on my knees. My fortune-telling tools and cell phone drop out of my pocket. The sound of the robot's jets burning away the air in the tunnel get closer and closer. It readies its axe above its head, prepared to swing down in an arc. Preparing myself for death, I close my eyes. Huh? I'm waiting here, but my skull isn't splitting. On the day the snow first fell, I was getting a secret lesson from Leon at the high school, covered in the white snow. When I put it that way, it sounds kind of romantic, but trust me, it wasn't. It was January 1st, the snow was falling lightly, and the secret lesson was just pitching practice. No matter how much time I spent or effort I put in, I showed no signs of improvement. Leon gave me hints. Even in a helpless situation like that, I couldn't help but get excited, wishing myself luck. Because it's New Year's Day, there's no one else on the field. Okay, let's start with the basics. Still wearing his warm gloves, Leon threw the ball I handed him straight at the net. The net blew back taut for a few seconds after Leon's pitch hit it, defying gravity. Amazing, right? As Big Brother Leon grinned at me, the ball he threw finally stopped spinning and dropped to the ground. That's when I truly understood. Even if I practice my whole frickin' life, I'll never be able to pitch like that. I've seen his pitching in games on TV, but it's completely different watching up close. Whoa, hey, why the heck are you crying? Huh? He was right. I didn't even realize it. Tears were coming down my cheeks. Sorry, I don't know. I tried to laugh, but I knew the truth. I will never, ever win the bet that I made with Big Brother Leon. Maybe I'm crying because I'm so impressed. His pitching was so amazing. So close. So beautiful. It moved me to tears. Hey now, come on. I'm sorry, come on, don't stop crying. Even though Leon didn't do anything wrong, he patted my head and apologized. Even though I'm the one who wants to thank him for showing me such an amazing throw. It's been so long since he touched me. His hand, never told him why I was crying. When I stopped, Leon spoke to me softly. Want to go home for today? No, teach me. Teach me how to throw like you. Even though I knew there was no way I could throw 100 miles per hour, I just wanted Leon to teach me. I wanted to be with him as much as I could, even if it was just for a second, for something trivial. Of course, I couldn't get the hang of anything from this lesson, not one bit. So you gotta like spin your shoulder around good and then you swing your arm like BAM! I don't get it. So at the end of the day, I didn't learn a single thing. That day was the last time I ever saw Big Brother Leon. New Year's break ended and Leon returned to the dorms, and after that, the tragedy began. The world changed. I never got any better at baseball. I wonder what happened to Leon. Wonder how he felt about me. Oh, we gotta pause for a second, I'll be right back. Alright, we're back. Had to deal with the consequences of guzzling down so much water. All the memories I shared with Big Brother Leon float around in my head. Before I realized that, I picked up the crystal ball Yasuhiro dropped and I threw it with all my strength at Kotoko sitting on top of the robot's shoulder. Oh, that's cool. Spin your shoulder, swing your arm. Turns out I really didn't learn anything from those lessons, not one bit. But the crystal ball I threw sails just how I wanted. The heavy ball slams right onto Kotoko's nose and fucking kills her instantly. Somehow I knew it. I knew it. I would throw a strike. Just like Yasu's fortune telling, the future I predicted came true. Kotoko took the crystal ball to the face and immediately dropped the controller. The robot was about to turn us into chopped meat comes to a full stop. Axe the size of a blackboard stops just inches away from our heads. That was a first. For the first time, I could throw just how I wanted. Obviously, it didn't go 100 miles per hour, and compared to how Leon threw, it was pretty lame. Some might even call it whack. But still, I wonder why. The bet with Leon was to throw 100 miles per hour. I didn't get anywhere near that. He's dead, the bet doesn't mean shit anymore. But still, why do I feel happy? Why do I feel like that I'm about to cry? As sentimental feelings come over me, Yasuhiro shouts, "Now's our chance!" Yasuhiro sprints for the controller Kotoko dropped. Yeah, if you guys could just go ahead and destroy that and save us from a boss fight in the main game, that'd be cool. I won't let you. You haven't finished your motivation yet. The grade schooler with the swollen nose jumps off the robot and grabs for the controller. I won't let you. Cannot use the last of her strength to stop the robot. I can't waste this chance. Fortunately, I had the advantage in distance and speed over this little brat, but didn't I tell you guys you'd be facing off against me next time? I hear the last voice I want to hear right now and stop. The white robot is coming at us full speed from the other side of the derailed train. Ah, damn it. One after the other? Come on! If I keep running, I'll end up right underneath the robot's drills. I give up on the controller and run back to Canon. I grab Canon, lift her into my arms, and run like hell. I told you I wanted to hunt down those damn demons. But at least let me have the girl demon. Oh, don't tell me you want to make her into your science project. No, I want to stab her and pull her parts out until she ends up with a wrecked body. Stab her parts? Sorry, Masaru, you understand what I mean when you're older. What? Don't make fun of me, I'm the leader. I'll be the one to stab her parts. Oh yeah, let's both teach her a lesson right now. Hell yeah, let's show them the power of the Warriors of Hope. I turn to look. Crimson and white. Both robots are chasing after us. But they're only a few feet away now. Like, have their batteries run out? I won't let you escape this time. That's right, get over here so I can stab you in and out. Over the sound of those awful taunts from the children, I can hear Yasuhiro breathing hard. He's panting heavily, in a panic. Like he's gonna collapse any moment. Before I realize it, I'm shouting out to him. Just drop me! You keep on carrying me, you're gonna... I'm alright. I'm not dying or nothing. You're not alright, just drop me. What's with you anyway? You try and kill me? Then you save me? He's right. What in the world am I doing? Just a while ago I was trying to kill him, but now I'm trying to help him survive? Was my final goal in life fulfilled with just that crystal ball pitch earlier? Do I see Leon and Yasuhiro? Is that out of thanks for saving me earlier? Nah, none of those are right. It's more simple than all that. It's because I don't hate him. Because I don't hate Yasuhiro. I realize now that I don't hate him at all. And because I don't hate him, I don't want him to die. I don't want him to die like Leon. I don't want that fate for him. I don't want to see that even if I die. Just drop me, damn it! But my voice doesn't reach him. You don't have to worry. Why do you keep telling me that? Right time, right place. Yeah, this is it. Right, what do you mean? Didn't I tell you? The robots stretch their hands out for us. I feel their fingertips just barely the tunnel, dude. Through the hair on the back of my head. If they get closer, they'll crush us both. And now our story is finished. Or so I thought. An explosion of noise fills the scene, like sound connected to the wrong film. My mind is blown from the scenery and sound that don't match up. Huh? Right between us and the robots, an enormous piece of rubble falls down, and like the floodgates open, with the sound of crashing rocks, a shower of dirt and rubble fall. Like that one game, the tower of rubble stacks high up into the air. The pieces of rock and debris keep coming. Dude, it's so loud too. I can barely hear. Falling and falling until finally, I can no longer see the two robots. Such a disgrace, not once but twice! Oh, there's no way the leader will stand for this. The sounds of rock coming down grow louder. The sound of the children fade away, and now it all just blends together, like white noise. It's not white noise, it's loud noise. Although it seems impossible the two children are still chasing us, Yasu keeps going for a while. Finally he stops, sets me down on the ground, then bends back and yells, "That was a close one!" You'd think he was done, but he grabs my hands and swings them around. What a relief. Oh man, being alive is such a wonderful feeling. Yeah. I mean, I'm psyched that we made it alive, but I'm so pumped up all of a sudden, it's kind of weird. But wait, earlier, what was it just now? You sounded like you knew right when the tunnel was going to collapse. I raised my voice in anger. Yasuhiro breathed in a deep breath and spoke proudly. I played the main game, so I knew when the tunnel was going to collapse. I mean, I saw the future and that had the tunnel collapsing. Ah, I told you, my fortune telling is super detailed when it's correct. That's how I knew. I see. Do you remember him saying something like that? So it wasn't just dumb luck that he got into Hope Seek Academy. No, wait. You said your fortune telling only comes true 30% of the time? We could have died! That's why I'm so happy right now. I was right to believe in myself. But he is just relying on luck. Jeez, how much of an idiot can you be, old man? Just picturing what might have happened sends chills up my spine. But I am glad. I'm really glad. I'm really glad that Yasuhiro didn't die. After he calms down, Yasuhiro flops down onto the ground, arms and legs spread wide. He breathes in and out deeply, sucking a mouthful of dust without a care in the world. I sit and watch him. I wonder why. My vision gets watery. I jump onto Yasuhiro. What the hell? I'm just glad the cloth on his suit is drenched in his sweat. Weirdo. Now he won't realize that I'm making it wet with my tears. Okay, it's not that kind of weird. Whack. After calming down a bit, I try and patch up Kyanon's leg the best I can. I couldn't do much more than tie the sleeve of my shirt around my upper thigh, but it helped. Hey, you did it! Now I should be able to walk! No thanks to me, your body is just super sturdy. And more importantly... So, now what? What do you mean? You tried to kill me, then you sacrificed yourself to save me? Women are as fickle as April weather. But I want some answers. The mood is a bit lighter now after we just overcame that near-death experience together. Well, actually, we're still living a damn near-death experience. Until I know her true intentions, I shouldn't really open up to her. As I brace myself, Kanon answers. Why I tried to save you? The only thing I can tell you is that I didn't want you to die. I didn't want to kill you anymore. Well, that's a relief. But before I completely unclench, I gotta know. To emphasize you, are you still gonna try and get revenge on Future Foundation? Is she planning to choke others to death with her bare hands like she almost did me? Of course, they killed someone I love. I'd be lying if I told you I didn't want them dead. From what I can tell, her malice really is just undue resentment. But it's not like I'm in any position to judge her. Like us, Kanon is also a victim of despair. If things were different, maybe I would actually trust her smile. But still, wanting revenge against Future Foundation is weird to me. I mean, Future Foundation it's definitely possible they're evil, but, you know, I'm pretty sure that document was planted to fuck with her head. But you know, it's not like I totally forgive you either. Maybe Leon wouldn't have died if you guys wouldn't have figured out his not very well hid murder, he would still be here right now, maybe. But I don't really have any right to take revenge, do I? What do you mean? Better not be scheming something. No, it's not like that at all. Kanon looks embarrassed, but continues. When I threw that crystal ball at Kotoko, a lot of memories are flashing in my mind. I wonder, what did Big Brother Leon really think of me? If he didn't care about me at all, then it would be stupid of me to try and get revenge for him. Maybe Big Brother Leon wouldn't want me to get revenge anyway. I'll just be the hardcore stalker again, won't I? Kanon forces a smile, but her face is bright red. I know that what you just said was no joke. If that's the case, I decided to tell her the truth. Leon cared about you a lot, also he was a murderer. Kanon's face tenses up. I don't know if you're trying to console me or whatever, but don't make shit up, please. No, I'm not lying to you to make you feel better, it's the truth. I didn't tell you this, but you are definitely, without a doubt, Leon's captive. Captive? Each of us had our loved ones abducted by the despair. We called those people captives. They were going to use our loved ones as motives to try and get us to murder each other. So you're saying that because I got abducted, I must have been Big Brother Leon's loved one? Yeah, no doubt about it. The other captives were kidnapped a year and a half ago, just like you. Kanon tilts her head. Well, that might be true, but so what? It has nothing to do with my love. No, you don't get it. Captives weren't just randomly chosen among people we loved. Each of them is someone we really deeply, truly cared for. Like Celeste and her big cat. That's the equivalent, right? He loved you like a cat. Like for me, for example, it's not an Oedipus complex, but Oedipus complex, but my mom's a captive. Kanon suddenly catches her breath. I can tell that she's thinking deeply. Her eyes shoot open, face worried. Does that help? It really means Leon cared for you, deeply. But here's the truth, no sense doubting it. As much as I love Mom, I know you must love Leon. As if she were confessing to me or something, her eyes are filled with expectation and worry. Slightly shaking, Kanon asks me, how much do you like your mom?
My mom raised me all on her own. I love her more than anyone in the world.
Yeah, but like how much competition is there? That's the real question. Like, you know, if there's only like 4 things that you love in the world, I mean, you kind of get what I'm saying, right? Like, I mean, Celeste's favorite thing is a cat. You know? I can tell that her breathing rhythm has completely collapsed. Tears start rolling down her face. She's trying to hold it in, but Kanon suddenly bursts out into loud sobs. Her broken voice echoes in the tunnel. She cried enough tears to last a lifetime. Her eyes are swollen and red, throat parched. She opened her mouth to speak, going back to Toa City. But the tunnel is gone. Now, this railway has a few intersections. If we do it right, we can get back to the town from here. Is that so? But what are you going to do when you get back there? Find Future Foundation? Does that mean maybe I'll kill them, maybe I won't? I mean, you should probably clear it up a little bit. You know, at the very least, let her know that like it wasn't a game organized by the Future Foundation. I don't know for sure. I know I no longer want to kill you, but I'll decide the rest when we meet. Maybe they're good guys, just like you. There was no way I could stop her. Whatever happens, happens. Maybe. My comrades didn't slack off like me. They could probably take this girl if it came. Reference the finale where we learned that Makoto's 5'2". He's got no fucking chance. I mean, Hina, she's athletic. She could maybe hold her own. Maybe Sakura taught her some secret moves. Byakuya toast. Stands no chance. Who else is there? Toko. I mean, she's got the Genocide Jill. She could maybe not die. Yeah, Makoto, Byakuya, toast. Stand no chance. Hina, maybe. Probably. Toko, probably. And who else is still? Oh, Kyoko? Kyoko, I mean, she could probably hold her own, maybe. As for me, I'm getting out of here. I'll contact Future Foundation. Tell them about her. Nicely. And even though part of me does want to go back with Kanon, there's no way I, a member of Future Foundation, should be with someone who wants to kill us. I can't imagine what my coworkers would say if they found out. And I don't really see any way around it. If I were to say something occult here, I'd have to say it's fate that Kanon and I split up. That's how I convince myself anyway. Want to go together part of the way? Nah, I'm an old man. It'd take a while for me to heal my HP. Alright then, sorry. About a lot of things, and also, thanks. Yeah, you be careful out there, you hear? I sit down on some rubble and wave. Well, I'm sure Kanon's gonna be alright. take a breather with a sigh of relief, but then I suddenly realize it's not gonna be alright at all. I sprint off after Kenan like I'm flying. She turns around surprised with a brightened expression on her face. I just remembered, I can't navigate the city because I've got no way to kill the Monokumas. Didn't you say you weren't gonna come with me? 8 million! What? I'm still 8 million in debt! There's no way I can pay back that debt without getting some cash from Kanon's family. Two of my coworkers think money is always more important. Kanon tilts her head with a smirk. Whack.
Nah, I'm the one who's whack.
Great ending words. The end. That's actually very good. I'm glad we did that. I guess we'll so one other thing that I guess I should mention before I'm probably not gonna do I should have mentioned this in the very first video at the start, but I don't think I'm gonna do a standalone discussion video for this game. Like I said, I might. Honestly, there's just not that much that I feel like I didn't say in the Let's Play. Like, there's not really anything I can think of that I think, like, is worth really talking about that wouldn't just be rehashing stuff that I talked about in the Let's Play. Like, basically, the game's very good. I enjoyed the chemistry between Toko and Kamaru. One thing I will kind of say that I guess would be kind of humorous that I would have mentioned in the intro to the potential video is that part of the reason why, like, I didn't initially want to play Ultra Despair Girls is because I thought it was about Junko and Mukuro for some reason. I think it had to do with the fact that, like, I never really looked at the store page for it and would just kind of occasionally see it recommended, and I didn't want to look too much and get spoiled on anything. And I guess I thought that Kamaru looked like Mukuro, and then Toko kind of has, like, I don't know, I guess for some reason I thought it was about them. And I was like, I have no interest in learning about Junko or Mukuro. So for until basically I started playing the game, that's what I thought the spin-off was about, which is why I didn't really want to play it. But I'm very, very glad that I was given the opportunity to play the game and encouraged to do so. Now, some more like housekeeping stuff. So the anime, probably start watching that. I would like probably videos to start going up after the day after this video goes up. I guess I'm still planning on doing like commentary for the episodes as I watch them for the first time, or like reaction type stuff. I don't really know how we're gonna title it, but I think we're gonna do that just because the extra incentive to watch it and like feel like I'm getting some content out of it sounds good. And then probably once we finish that, we'll start the next Let's Play to replace this, which is not going to be Danganronpa 3. We're going to take a bit of a breather from Danganronpa and play something else. That's already, I'll probably actually start recording that today. Yeah, I'm trying to think if there's anything else I really wanted to mention. Overall, like, it's a very good, like, side story spinoff. I enjoyed this little novel thing. It's nice to get some extra characterization for Yasuhiro, and even to a lesser extent Leon. Like, I definitely kind of like Leon a little bit more now, considering that he's like one of the least developed characters in the series just because he dies so early on. Yeah, it's definitely some development that Yasuhiro desperately needed, being a character who makes it through the entirety of the first game and just doesn't really get that much. At least, I mean, maybe if you do his events, there's more to it, but, you know. I don't remember if there was anything else I wanted to talk before we end things. Some of the, just kind of going into more detail, I really like the perspective shifting thing. I thought that was really well done. Like, especially that scene where, what's her name is choking out, Kanon is choking out, Yasuhiro. The switching between perspectives there is really cool. Yeah, overall, just like very well done. Nice little 2 hour. It's probably not actually 2 hours. It's probably a lot quicker if you're not reading it all out loud, which is probably why I should stop talking, because we've done basically 2 hours of straight reading with only like a slight little break in the middle. So my throat is basically about to die. Trying to think just before we end things for real, because we're not going to be returning to the Danganronpa games for a bit. I don't exactly know how long I'm going to wait before I play Danganronpa 3. It'll kind of depend on like how I'm feeling after I finish the anime as well, since that's kind of like the capstone to the story of like these characters from what I can understand. Yeah, I'm looking forward to starting that relatively soon. Those videos will start going up. We'll probably do like several a day. Like really, I'm planning on, so that I don't like spam people with videos that I'm not even sure there's going to be much interest in. Like maybe only making the first and last videos of each of the season/series public, and all of the intermediate videos will just be, I mean, they'll be made public, but they won't go to subscription boxes. They'll just be in a playlist. So, like, you know, the first video will pop up, and then you can decide if you want to watch it or not from there. And then maybe the finale, just to kind of let people know when it's over. So yeah, probably take like a week or two to do that. Then we'll jump into the new Let's Play, and then when we finish that, we'll evaluate what we're going to do next. I'm Extra Cheesy 87. Stay tuned for the next Let's Play, and bye, guys.